Shall we begin?
Hello, I'm Addy Akram, and I'm an Englishman living and working in Slovakia.
Let's begin now.
I'd like to tell you something about how I got here and exactly what I'm doing in Slovakia. A friend of mine, after finishing university, suggested we travel around Europe for about a year. We ended up getting jobs teaching in Slovakia, and the idea was to stay here for a year, and I've been here for 15 years now. I obviously like the place, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I decided to stay and why I think it's a good place for you to come to. Okay, what I'm doing now, I stayed with teaching. I'm running my own language schools. I'm still teaching quite a bit. And another thing I've got involved in is local politics. The town and the country gave so much to me, I thought I'd give a little something back, and I've decided to do that by becoming a councillor. And they say I'm the first Englishman to be elected to local office in Central Europe, which is a great honour, I think. Okay, now, what makes this place special? Now, the region I'm living in is the Spiš region, and there are several large cities in the Spiš region, Poprad being the biggest, and then Spišská and Poprad and other towns coming in the second and third. The most attractive thing we have, obviously, is the High Tatra Mountains. They are the smallest alpine mountains in the world. If I was to compare them with the Alps, I would say they're smaller, not so much for the serious skier. You can do some skiing there, but it's quainter, it's friendlier, there's more of a family atmosphere, and there's a whole selection of things people can do there. There are numerous wellness centres, lots of cosy hotels, large hotels, if you like that sort of things. You can go for walks around mountain towns and lakes during the summer. Basically, they can offer things to tourists all year round. Poprad, where there's an international airport, is the gateway to the High Tatras, and the town where I live and work, Spišská, it's the gateway to the Slovak Paradise National Park. A huge, gorgeous, very lush green park, full of gorges, valleys, really lush forests. It's a place where people from Central Europe enjoyed hiking holidays in the past. And now, increasingly, you can see lots of British people, lots of Germans, lots of Dutch people, Italians. There are lots of hotels, guest houses. There are places for people even to put up tents. It's a wonderful place where you could hike for a couple of days, even a day's hiking. But if you're a serious hiker, you could probably discover all the trails that are available and hike for a week or 2 or 3, you know, if you've got the time. So, Spišská is the gateway to the Slovak Paradise, and about the town itself, it's a town of about 38,000 people. It's a district town. It's got a beautiful Renaissance square. It's a lens-shaped square, and it's the biggest of its type in Europe. There's a nice Gothic church in the centre, there's an evangelical church. The town square is very historical, very beautiful, quite well maintained. It's got a pedestrian zone, lots of restaurants, a lively atmosphere in the summer, lots of skiers parking their cars, having a quick drink or a lunch during the winter. It's a lovely, bustling place to be. It's lively, it's fun, and it's also very, very safe. In the summer, you can see loads of families just walking along the pedestrian zone, just eating an ice cream. You know, in the winter, as I said, lots of skiers around. Something I'd like to mention is, you know, you hear very much about how some tourist destinations around the world have quite high crime rates. Cape Town, you know, springs to mind. The murder rate in Spišská last year was 0. The year before, 0. And the year before that, it was 0. So, you know, I don't think crime is very much of an issue, and if you like to get away from the bustle of big towns and really want to feel safe in a holiday environment, then I would really recommend coming to Spišská. So returning to the Tatra regions, historically what the Tatras had to offer were numerous spa facilities, and there's been a real resurgence of that recently, with even the most modest guest houses and hotels offering spa facilities and wellness facilities. Also larger hotels very much emphasize their availability of spa facilities and wellness facilities. The most famous of these being, I would say, Aqua City in Poprad, which won an award as the greenest resort in the world last year, I believe. A wonderful place. I sort of go there with my family quite often. Finally, getting back to Spišská. When you get to Spišská, there are numerous things you can enjoy in the town square itself. Loads of really good restaurants. There's a very famous wine cellar in the Venusha restaurant in the old town square, where you can try some of the delicious local wines and also foreign wines at a very good price. Let's not forget that there are 2 major ski resorts opening up in the near future in Spišská. So in the winter you can ski if you want to, in the summer just bring your family, walk around the Slovak paradise, and if you bump into me, I'll be happy to show you around. So thanks for listening to me. Bye.